Good evening to those of you who are catching this on a Wednesday evening. My name is Susan Zollinger. I'm a practitioner in training here at Center for Spiritual Living La Crescenta. And today's lesson is hopefully a compliment on what Reverend Dr. Beverly Craig did on Sunday, which was freedom from fear. So I'm going to start with a kind of a paraphrased quote by Mark Twain. And he said, "I worried about many things in my past, some of which even happened." So that's kind of what fear does to us. We have a morbid curiosity, and we've got an active imagination, and a lot of it is just our ego saying, hey, guess what? This is going to be the worst case scenario in your life right now. So if you have something that you come up against that makes you fearful, your ego, which is there to protect us, yes, but we're not being chased by lions and tigers and bears anymore. But it will always kind of jump to the worst case scenario. Say you get cut off in traffic, and then, I mean, this happens to me. My brain goes, oh my God, that could have been an accident. Oh my God, this could have happened, that could have happened, and then it just keeps going. You get that, spiral out of worst case scenarios. And so sometimes you gotta kind of slap your head or just say, no, I don't accept that. I'm changing my mind. I'm letting go of that negative thought because it's not serving me. I didn't have an accident. Nothing bad happened. Things are okay. I can keep going on with my life. So let's see, what else have I got to say about that? So I'll tell you a little story of my own about how I let fear kind of make decisions for me, or I made decisions from a place of fearfulness, and I could have had a way different outcome. Long time ago, before I went to Kauai, I took a massage class, and it was like a 12-week class, and I was driving out to Santa Monica like 3 times a week, and then we did like a full Saturday, 8-hour Saturday. And at the end of this massage class, the teachers elected 2 people that they were going to offer kind of an internship. You could go back, do the entire class again, and kind of act in a bit of a leadership role. We did Tai Chi to get us centered, to give us balance so that our bodies don't tire out when we're giving massage. And I guess they saw something in me that they wanted to continue. And myself and I think another person, and I can't remember at the time, but I didn't take them up on it because the fearful person in me that said, oh, I can't possibly be good enough, I can't possibly be anything enough, and I'm not a leader, and I'm not this, and I'm not that. And so I could have had like a $4,000 class all over again for free had I not let my fears get in the way of that. And, I could have had a totally different outcome. However, we all know that our journey will always lead us back. So shortly after that, as I think this was 84 when I got my certificate, then my friend had given me the Louise Hay book of You Can Heal Your Life. And that started to jumpstart me on a more positive state of mind. Because from there, I shortly made that leap to go vacation on Kauai. And when I was there, I was like, this is home. This is calling me home. And so I trusted that the universe was going to fully support me. And I made that call back to my employment to give them my 2 weeks notice, to say I'm moving to Kauai. And so as I was calling my supervisor, and I'm saying, okay, I'm quitting, and suddenly his voice got really soft, like he's whispering into the phone, you can't quit, you can't quit. And I'm like, what do you mean I can't quit? I'm quitting, I'm moving to Kauai, I'm welcome here, this feels like home to me. And he goes, you can't quit because we laid you off. Hey, did the universe provide support for me? I was trusting, I put myself out there, I was listening to all those positive affirmations, and certainly in a place where I was actualizing the universe making things happen for me. And I did that leap of faith without thinking that any of this would happen. But they said, we laid you off. And I'm like, oh, right on. Okay, I'll just collect unemployment in Kauai. And I needed that unemployment for the year that I had it, because people don't hire you on Kauai if you haven't, put some time in, because they just figure, oh, another surf bum, you're going to be there, you're going to surf, you're going to do a little this, a little that, and then you're gone. And so they want to see a little bit of longevity, a little bit of stability before they hire you. So that was, on one hand, I could have maybe gone to Kauai and been a massage therapist because I would have had more hours, but I let my fear make that decision for me. And so I backed off and didn't do that. And, as they say, along the way, as you look back, sometimes like, I kicked myself for not making that decision, but it's okay because we're always on the path. It's always, whatever decision we make is always the right decision, because we don't truly make any mistakes in spirit, and we're always guided back to where we truly belong. So when I went to Kauai, I had amazing experiences. I met my husband, had my children. They were able to grow up in a wonderful outdoor environment, pretty much crime-free where I was living, and good friends. And, if you needed to do anything, you take them to the beach. I had, wonderful, magnificent friends. I was able to find some work. First, I was doing a sport fishing boat. That was quite interesting, and lots of fun. And I spent a lot of time out on the ocean. And there was at least one time, and I didn't know anything about sport fishing, but a friend of a friend, how things always happen, a friend of a friend put me in touch with somebody who was looking for a crew member. And so I swabbed the decks and I cleaned the equipment and, did what I needed to do. And even there, I'm like, okay, I'll say yes. I'm going to jump into this because I'm fully supported by the universe. I don't have to fear anything. And so my spiritual growth opened up on Kauai, and more and more, I trusted the universe to take care of me. I let go of that fear. And it's not like I didn't feel fearful sometimes. Good Lord, I took my youngest son to the hospital, I don't know how many times, for a broken leg or a broken arm, or he had his spleen and gallbladder removed when he was young. Those things kind of made me fearful, but you go through them. You just keep plugging away, one step in front of the other, and you know that you will get through it. And I think those are the times when I probably prayed, oh God, I need your help. I don't know what to do. I'm just trusting that everything will turn out okay. And it always, always did. So I have a friend of mine that we are kind of prayer partners, and she was listening to a Mary Morrissey recording, and I don't remember if this was from Mary Morrissey's son or daughter, but it says, stay the course, right? You've got a vision, you've got a dream, you've got something you want to do. Stay the course. You know, if it feels right in your heart, if you are being guided by Spirit to pursue something, stay the course. And the next line is, face the storm. Things are going to happen. Things always happen. There are speed bumps and roadblocks and obstacles that are going to come in your way. But face it. Face it. And the next one is, do it afraid. We can't iron out every single thing in our life and make it perfect so that there are no speed bumps, no obstacles. We're just going to have to trust that we're being guided, that Spirit is always with us, because Spirit is always with us, within. All that strength and the grace that we need to get through anything is with us. Do it afraid. And then the last, go for the dream. You know, don't let things stop you. That's where, you know, stay the course, keeps you going. Go for the dream. And the last one, that's me. Stay the course, face the storm, do it afraid, go for the dream. That's me. And that is how you get that freedom from fear. And so it is.